Bashem Barakatay Hawa, Bashem Haushai, Bashem Kodash. Welcome to another live lesson. This is like a response, I guess, slash, land backing, my 2 cents on the video Elder Apostle Ahrayamlab did, walking this path of faith. It was a little longer than that, but that's what I put on for the title. And pretty much, the Elder Apostle was speaking about, pretty much speaking about a particular brother going through situations, and he tried to comfort him with the scriptures, which is the best thing we could do. And in the lesson itself, he mentioned about going through a storm, and pretty much that's exactly what it is being in this truth. It's like going through a spiritual storm, because you're getting hit from all angles, from with everything, including the kitchen sink, but it's a thing of understanding why we're going through it, and understanding it makes us able to deal with it better, because we know what we're going through it, and we understand why, and we know that we're bearing, as the scripture that the apostle read, we're bearing the indignation of the Lord. So when he was speaking, I kept thinking about the scenario of the storm, where Yahushua and the disciples were in that storm, and how nervous, because against that wind and waves and all that were kicking up pretty good, for them to be nervous, and Yahushua was fast asleep, but I thought about the storm in itself, and then later as I meditated, I was thinking about how Yahushua was just pretty much calm, and that's the thing about the truth. You go through the situations you go through, but we have to come to grips with it and accept it, like Elder Apostle Ahrayamlab said, learn to love to suffer, and be able to calm the storm of our mind. And this is something that was said in the movie Clash of the Titans, a newer one. The guy that played in Terminator Salvation. And the woman said that to him. She said, you got to calm the storm of your mind. Because, I look at it now as the woman being wisdom. And we going through these turbulent times. The scriptures speak about wisdom walking with us through those paths, to torment us with a discipline, until she's able to be able to trust our soul, to grant us, that is true. We have to calm the storm of our mind, and because now when he calmed his mind down, he was able to actually reach his potential and use the power that he had already in him, but it was that there was so much turmoil going on in his mind that he wasn't able to focus on the main issue, and the great power that he had within him. You see, he wasn't able to unleash that until he was able to calm his storm, or calm his mind, and understand to reach the full potential, that he had, because he had great power in him. So just like us, we have great power in us, but the thing is, we have to be able to calm that storm in our mind, to be able to reach that full potential, and that's along the lines what I thought of when Elder Apostle Ahrayamlab was going through that lesson, because like the scriptures say, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. But afterwards it worketh the peaceable fruits of righteousness, and them that are exercised thereby. So once we go through these things, it makes us better. It gives us better character, you know. It makes us to walk better in this truth. You know, it makes us to exercise better judgment, you know, be able to use and apply wisdom, apply knowledge, apply understanding, you know, that we've learned, you know, in this truth. You know, so it's not always going to be it's not always going to be smooth sailing, as the song goes. Nothing but smooth sailing. It ain't going to always be smooth sailing. Sometimes you're going to run through those rough patches, you know, but when we're going through those rough patches, instead of just freaking out, as sometimes give us the internal fortitude, you know, to be able to be calm. And this is why the scriptures say, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and attention. It's only when we calm down and relax, you know, and let the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai guide us, that power starts to kick in and take over, you know. So that's, you know, I thought about that, you know, as the apostle was mentioning, you know, and going into that lesson, which is beautiful, you know, because, you know, brothers, when they go through things, them demons attacking our minds and doing all types of different things, you know, it's not just you. You have to remember that. And we have the scriptures as a comfort, and then we have examples in the scriptures as comfort, and then we also have living physical examples today, as comfort, you know, and we have to reach, you know, for the ability that the scriptures speak about, you know, and the scriptures is our stability, you know. They're the comfort, they're the stabilizer, they're the anchor, you know. Like the elder Apostle Ahrayamlab spoke about the anchor, and that's what triggered my mind when he mentioned about anchor, and he mentioned about the ship being anchored, you know, and something along the lines of a storm. And I thought about Yahweh Shai with the disciples and that storm, you know, and how we have to, when that tribulation comes and when those things come, we have to just relax, you know, sit back and just let the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai do his thing, you know. And that, you know, that is our anchor. You know, that is the glue that keeps us together, pretty much. You know, because really, technically, you know, the amount of shit that brothers in the truth go through, you know, really, all of it should have been insane. You know, bugged out. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, he helps us keep it together, so to speak. You know. So I just wanted to mention that, because that was something that was on my mind. And then this is why we go into prophecies, we go into history, we hit all different types of scriptures. We do character building lessons. We do lessons, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai to help brothers in their walk. Because we understand, because we've been there and we're still going through it. We're right there with you. We're men like you, brothers and men. We're just been a little longer than you have. So don't think that when you're going through something that you're the only one going through it. The scriptures speak about that. That the same things are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Something along those lines. I believe that's in the book of Peter's. So you're not the only one going through these things, and these lessons and these messages like this is only to the elect, to the sincere brothers, we're not talking about them scoffers and them clowns like that. The hell with them. May the Lord plague their minds. May the Lord keep us protected, All right, brothers. So with that, I'm gonna say Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Osama Joshua.